bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. But they go play action here. Mon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Mon. Quick slant here to Smith. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Mon. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Minnesota. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shovel pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Akers. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now Mon. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, here's Nwangu. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Beckham. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Down, Akers, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he's got room. Touchdown, L.A. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7.
At the 21-yard line.
Bond going to throw it over the middle to Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bond looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph now to have the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Stanford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Stanford. His throw caught right around the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
gain knocks this one through. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Well, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Finding some room. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord, because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They give it to Peterson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you don't give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air, Mond. He's going to let it go again. That's caught at the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mond now off of play action. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, Stafford here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he's got this to Jefferson.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And out of bounds right around the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Peterson a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Vikings! Adrian Peterson, 45 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Stafford will dump this off to Akers. And some space here. He spins free. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for L.A. With that last pass, he just went ahead of Warren Moon on the all-time NFL career passing yards list.
And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last throw here for Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Different flow.
So for Minnesota.